Welcome back, Talk family, and thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Talk the Talk. Yes, we are in our next season, next year, and it's 2023. We're going to do loads of interviews that are going to inspire, to uplift, empower, and just motivate women in the motoring trade this year. I'm your host, Desh Bechin, and joining me in studio today is Ingrid Parau, and she is the new car sales manager at CFAO VW, the Glen. So Ingrid has been here before, but because she was nominated again for the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, and she is a sales manager, we decided to ask her to impart knowledge and experience to all our viewers. And yes, when she was here, I think we had about 5,000 viewers. I think we now have 40,000 followers. So we're going to reintroduce Ingrid. She is a master of change, as all sales managers should be, since sales is constantly evolving and never stagnant. People in sales managing or management have to be ready to abandon everything they know, to adapt to the ever-changing marketplace. Ingrid has gone above and beyond to master this feat, and she has truly done so with effortless grace and dignity. She's also a master at building enthusiasm for her co-workers, and she turns her work environment into an effective, efficient, and productive sales force as soon as she walks through the door. And I can attest to that. She is absolutely bubbly and full of energy. In fact, I really do admire her, because she literally had to drive here from a very close member's funeral, and she made the effort, and she walked in here with so much of resilience and so much of enthusiasm, even though she had to go through that. So these are the type of women that we have in the motoring trade. So without further ado, let me welcome Ingrid, and as always, this interview is proudly brought to you by Seriti Solutions and MFC and Avo by Nedbank. Hello, Ingrid.
Hi, Desh. Thanks for having me here with you guys.
Thank you for coming. I know, like I said, you've just come from a funeral, and you don't want to cry. I do have some tissues here. But it really does highlight what type of strong woman we have in our industry. That, I mean, you could have cancelled or you could have postponed this, and you didn't. And I'm so proud of you, and I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you very much.
So sorry for your loss. But you are here to inspire and motivate our viewers. You've moved up the ranks. Tell us a little bit about your journey in the motoring trade.
Yeah, I started very many years ago in 2002. Started at the bottom of the food chain.
Okay, so now it's 21 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a stock controller. From there, I decided they asked if I could do sales and stock controlling together. That was in Capital Motors. Then our name changed to McCarthy. Did sales and stock controlling together, and then I was told I have to choose either the one or the other, and I chose sales.
And why? Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you.
Look,
why?
Stock controlling was nice, but you just deal with dealers. Whereas sales, you have different customers every day.
Yeah.
And that obviously, I saw that as a very big challenge. Me being a shy person, not ready, or not talking as much, things like that. And yeah, must say I've done very well in sales. Yes. I love sales. I'm passionate about my brand. I left the brand for 2 years to go to another brand, and then I missed it too much and I came back. So VW is just my brand. I just live for VW.
Well, there's another thing we have in common. We decided off air that we have a lot in common.
Yes, definitely.
But I love VW. I mean, I really love all the brands. There's no bad car anymore.
Yes.
But VW was my wedding car at one point many years ago. So and we own a VW. We own an Amarok.
Yes.
So Ingrid, you obviously felt that this was so important. You've been following me for all these years. Thank you so much. But you felt this is important to accept this invite because you know what an impact just one interview, even if we have just 200 or 300 views, someone is watching, someone is listening to you, and you might just motivate another young woman,
Yeah.
or even inspire them to join our trade, and maybe remove the fear factor in terms of the fact that we are male dominated,
Yeah.
there's no place for them. So you accepted that. Why do you feel that it's so important for us to have this narrative and for a platform like this to be available?
I think it used, maybe years ago, it used to be a mainly male dominant industry, but the females working in the industry currently, we've shown that we can do it, that we can make it work, that we can be successful, that it's not just a male dominated industry. And people mustn't be scared as ladies to come into the industry, because you can make a huge success and grow yourself to be in higher positions than just sales execs.
Absolutely. And what is your opinion about these initiatives?
It's awesome. I must say, when I watch your stuff on Facebook, it's really amazing, and this is the only way that we are going to get the word out there for other ladies to join the industry, because they don't know that it is actually such a nice industry to work in.
Yeah, so thank you for validating that, because people think I'm in a relationship with Facebook, which I am. I had that as my status recently, but the reason I'm in this relationship with Facebook is because social media is so important to get this message across. And that's my relationship with Facebook, okay? So why do you think that women do well though in our trade, and especially in a manager's or sales manager's position?
I think we do well because we strive to grow ourselves, to do better, to challenge ourselves, especially in this industry, because previously years ago being a mainly male industry, and we've proven so many times that we can do it. I mean, if you go and look at the top sales execs, there's so many ladies in the top performers all over in all the dealerships, and we can really do so much good out there.
Absolutely. So tell me about a certain situation or a problem or something that you have had to solve in an unusual manner, and you know, warranted or actually achieved an amazing outcome.
Yeah, you sometimes get a difficult customer walking in, and they automatically on the back foot, wanting to fight, wanting to take you out, if I can put it that way. Because they think that we're the enemy, but we're not the enemy. And once you just explain things to them nicely, maybe turn it into a personal conversation, then the customers feel at ease. I had a lady in the dealership the other day that was a bit upset, but we started talking and we actually made each other laugh, and she was happy when she left the dealership again.
So many women in the trade, I think they measure their success by how often they move up the rank or what positions or titles they have, and it's okay to do that, but I think there's more to a woman and her progress and success than just that title. What is your definition of success?
Having a happy customer leave the dealership. That's how I see it, because it's all good and well to say I've sold 50 cars, whatever the case may be, but how many of those customers are returning to you? So your customers will only return to you if you've made them happy, if you've fulfilled all the needs they had when they came in to buy a vehicle.
How important is it for a woman, or for anybody for that matter, to have peace and joy within themselves in order to perform at work?
You will not be able to perform if you don't have peace and joy. You will, if you're stressed constantly, customers feel it, and then they, how can I say, they backtrack. Then they don't want to deal with you. So if you're calm, collected, peaceful, happy, customers feel it, and they automatically just want to deal with you.
And how do you get yourself to that point? Because we look at today, that's a perfect example. You were here, you were crying, we're women, we tear, we over emotional. Me and you are both Aquarians, born a week apart, even worse. But we have to, I wouldn't say, put on our big girl panties. No, we don't have to do that. But it's a mindset, and we've got to have a mind shift. How do you do it?
For me, it's when I'm driving, switching off the radio, having absolute silence.
Okay.
And driving here, that's what I did. I actually drove here in silence, and that's how I calmed myself.
Okay, gosh, we don't have that much in common, because my speakers would have been blaring, and but I think that alone is just suggestive of the fact that we do things in different ways to achieve different results.
Yeah.
So, tell me, Ingrid, from here, what would you like to achieve? Do you feel like, I'm in my 40s now, I should just be stagnant, or do you have dreams to actually move up the ranks even further?
No, definitely. I want to become a dealer principal.
Yay! We're putting it out there.
Hard work needs to pay off. And I had the conversation with someone the other day saying that I didn't become a sales manager just to stay a sales manager. I want to move up the ranks. I want to become a dealer principal. If I can go higher, I want to do that as well.
Absolutely. And also in the same token, each to their own, because some people want to be a sales manager to stay there.
Yeah.
And they enjoy that, and that's fulfilling. So irrespective of what your dream and your goals are, embrace it, enjoy it, and just persevere. That's the important thing. Any words of encouragement, wisdom, and motivation for young girls that want to join our trade? And remember, we travel the country with our workshops, encouraging. So we have a lot of young females that are watching us on social media. We take snippets of this and put it onto the young people's social media, which is TikTok. While we're still on Facebook and Insta. So this message may touch someone's life, one of these kids' lives. Any words of encouragement for them?
Hard work pays off. If you want to come into the motor industry, it's the best industry to work in, and you can definitely grow yourself.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being Ingrid, for following me for so many years. Some people blocked me. Thank you for being you in my life, and congratulations on your nomination.
Thank you very much.
And remember, this nomination is not equivalent to how successful you are. This nomination is being part of a movement that is here to uplift, empower, and encourage and motivate other females in our industry and beyond. So thank you for accepting that.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Viewers, we would like to thank you for your continued support and encourage you to like and share our content. Our non-profit companies, the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, powered by MFC and Avo by Nedbank, and the Talk Studios, sponsored by Seriti Solutions and Avo by Nedbank, are platforms aimed at empowering, uplifting, and celebrating the women of motoring South Africa. We are not just telling stories, we are changing lives. If you are searching for a new or pre-owned vehicle, please visit www.auto.avo.africa. We have a wide range of vehicles on sale for you to choose from, and we only advertise on behalf of reliable and trustworthy MFC accredited dealerships. This car listing portal is user-friendly, and you can also find vehicle reviews, car maintenance tips, and automotive advice, all courtesy of Talk Studios. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us for this interview, and I just want to leave you with this. Never forget that the key to a happy and full life always starts with the decisions we make today. So make a conscious decision to feed your curious minds and keep your motivated dispositions. Remember that we are all in this together, and therefore never stop inspiring others and never cease to be inspired. So always remember that the question isn't who's going to let me. It must always be who's going to stop me.